Hoverpen pens that put gravity on its shoulder blades. A great and impressive gift. In the very center of Taiwan, Novium works. This design studio from Taipei became famous for an unusual product, its pens, which can be used to write on paper. The most unusual thing about these pens is the violation of the laws of physics. Of course, at first glance, there is no magic, only science. The reason for levitation is simple: neodymium magnets. They are the ones that allow Hoverpen pens to look so impressive for decades. My friend, don't forget to like and subscribe. So far, there are 3 pens of different generations in the model range. I'll tell you more about them. Hoverpen 1.0 Classic Edition. It all started with it. In 2019, Novium launched a campaign on Kickstarter. It turned out to be very successful. Instead of the planned $5,000, $122,000 were collected. Titanium pitch black version. It is coated with titanium at the same factory that makes the frames for the iPhone 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max. The pen stands vertically. From this position, you just want to play with it, pushing it from side to side or spinning it like a top. Actually, Hoverpen 1.0 allows you to do this. I like to look at the packaging that products come in. This says a lot about the attitude towards the product. Inside, there is a neatly arranged pen stand, spare German Schmidtmein 635M refill, and instructions. If you suddenly decide to draw a long line, one refill will last for almost 1.5 kilometers. Hoverpen 2.0. The second generation is probably the most spectacular. Let's start with the fact that the designers were inspired by the USS Enterprise from Star Trek when creating the stand, and the first film of the reboot by J.J. Abrams is one of my favorite films, so I definitely appreciated it. The design of the pen itself refers to the Naboo starships from Star Wars and the Ranger spaceship from Interstellar. The second generation is no longer vertical. The tilt angle is 23.5 degrees. And this is the same angle as the Earth's axis. The space theme does not end there. I have the Interstellar Edition, meteorite embedded version in my hands, and a piece of the Muonian Alesta meteorite is integrated into its tip. Each piece of the meteorite has an individual texture, which is revealed by a special acid process. As a result, it turns out that there are no 2 identical pens. The ring, covered with 18-karat gold and integrated into the cap, adds to the effect. The meteorite fell more than 1 million years ago on the current territory of several Scandinavian countries at once, falling apart in the atmosphere into small and not so small pieces. Novium bought it at auction from a member of the International Meteorite Collectors Association, IMCA. The packaging of the second pen is even more grand. In addition to the pen and stand, the set includes a spare refill, instructions, and a ring for replacing the refill. If you buy the version with a piece of meteorite, you will receive a metal certificate of conformity. On its back, there is a QR code leading to a page telling about a specific piece of meteorite weighing 2.5 kilograms, which was bought by Novium for these pens. And a nice bonus, a gadget for relaxation, as they called it in Novium. It is made specifically to slide the central pit back and forth, and it will automatically return to its original position. The Hoverpen 2.0 pen turned out to be so impressive that in 2022, Time magazine included it in the list of the best inventions of the year. Hoverpen 3.0. The third version of the Hoverpen appealed to me the most. And it's not about the 60 degrees tilt angle. For me, the most important thing about it is the Schmidt rollerball with a ceramic ball. It makes you want to write with this pen nonstop. It seems to glide along the paper by itself. Personally, I think the third generation is the most convenient of all. But if you suddenly want something more exclusive, then a version with a fountain pen is available. But the Hoverpen 3.0 also looks very impressive, of course, including because of that very 60 degrees tilt. The pen seems to mock all this heartless gravity. This looks especially impressive when you make the pen swing. The coolest ones come with a fountain pen and a ring made of 18-karat gold. But all versions of the Hoverpen 3.0 are made using aircraft aluminum, titanium, and zinc. Because of this, the pen is so light that I would even wish it were heavier. The box here looks simpler than the second Hoverpen. The set will include a stand, a pen, a spare rod, and instructions. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel because I will be doing giveaways.